I remember when I started performing live again, I was so excited. It's all I wanted to do, right? Because you're a comic, you're sitting home talking to all my comic friends, going, oh man, we're ever gonna do live shows again? People are doing shows in parking lots and on roofs, and then like there was everywhere. You're just trying to figure out, like, right, bastardizing comedy, just having it happen anywhere and anything. Hey, I got this gig. It's in a pool. Everyone goes underwater, and then you do like 5 minutes. However long you can hold your breath, that's what your set is. You're like, I got this gig. You're in a hot air balloon with a speakerphone, and you just kind of, with the megaphone, and you just yell at the cities. It pays like $50 for like an hour. And you're like, I haven't seen a check. I'll do the balloon gig, right? It got sad. So I remember, like, once I started performing live, it took me about a week. Like, I had about a week of, oh, yes, I'm fine. I'm performing live again. And then by week 2, everything that bugged me about everything came right back. Like, I didn't even miss a beat. There's so many things that bug me just as a comic now. 1, temperature of a comedy club. That's one. Another one, and it hasn't happened at this place at all, so I'm not saying it, but some clubs you go to, the servers are louder than the worst hecklers, right? So you're kind of battling that, right? And then they take the beer bottles, and as you're talking, you hear them in back playing cornhole. You just hear smash, smash, right? I did a show back, and I was pretty rusty, where I was even nervous about what material I was doing because I hadn't performed in a very long time. And I get on stage, I'm trying to figure out my life. There's a woman sitting almost like front row. It wasn't you, but you're like right there. If you were to put together an arch villain of a comedy club, she was everything possible. You know what I mean? Like, she was like a one-person bachelorette party at 12 in one person level of annoyance, right? Like, after every joke, she co-signed, which means that I'll say something and then she has to either yes or no it. I don't do that. I don't have a farm. I don't know. I don't think it's hot in here. I don't think it. Right? She's the person on Facebook who has to comment under every post. Sometimes you can keep scrolling. Right? So she's commenting after everything I say, and it was just kind of getting annoying. And then she was eating loud enough for me to hear her. That was making it almost impossible for me to. So I'm literally performing like this, right? And she's slurping, and the whole other time she's also like this. I see her hands just doing this as she's slurping, as she's doing this. I'm like, what is okay? This lady, she's eating. And she's just this look on her face, but it was COVID, so I'm like, well, she maybe she hasn't eaten around people. Like, she's feral, right? Like, maybe this woman lived in the woods and they're bringing her into society, and this is how they're kind of showing her. This is how humans are, right? Don't bite anybody, like, so. She's slurping, and then she takes the wings, and here's what makes me crazy. She gets the plate of wings that she has, and she set it on the stage. Okay, the rage that I had, I wish I could have bottled it up, because it was, in case anybody ever stuck underneath a bus, I would be able to go honk. Especially if my Spanx on, have a little extra push. Right, have a little thing, right? So she sets it there, and all I want is like the speaker system just to fall and kill her. Like, I wanted her dead. You don't understand. I wanted her dead. I've done shows in front of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. She's one dead. I don't. That's a good ratio. I only kill 0.00001% of my fans. That's a good ratio. Right? But I wanted the speaker to kill her, and this right before she dies, I just wanted to lean in and go, because you're a horrible person. That's why this is happening to you. She's just a low-watt human being. Some people are just low-watt. They're not turned off, but you get that dimmer and you turn it as low as it can enough where it hums, you hear humming. So the bulb's not off, but it does nothing. It just brings everybody darkness that comes in contact with you. That's what she was, a humming, low-light watt human being, okay? Little extreme. Okay, I get it. But anyway, so then I go to say something to her, but I had to look at her husband first because it's a new thing of comedy. Things are weird. Right? Now, audiences, you used to be able to just yip-yap at an audience and you just listened. If you didn't like what I was saying, you would just stare at me like that. If you liked what I was saying, you would just do that. But there wasn't a thing, right? You didn't go, ooh, you shouldn't be talking. Like, audiences now think that comedy is a choose-your-own-adventure. That you have a say on what the comics are saying up here. That's not how it works. That's not how this whole thing's set up, right? So I had to look at the husband, because I'm going to tell this lady, I give her a little point. So I'd look at the husband to see, is he big? Is he going to come up? How much am I fighting, right? And I looked at him, sized him up quick. He had a winter Marlboro Lights jacket. Prove me one thing. He smoked enough to get a free winter jacket. That's all I need to know about him. He's got about 2 seconds of air in that body. I just got to move around a little bit with that guy. Right? I'll do one of these and one of those. He's right? So I'm not worried about that guy. So I go to his wife, and I'm ready to just rip into her, and she's wearing this light blue sweatshirt that has Eeyore. Right? Now listen, grown women wearing Disney store clothes, whole nother conversation I don't feel like having. But she has an Eeyore sweatshirt on, and every time I went to say something to her, all I thought was, why bother? Oh, Christopher Robin, I just would like to hit her with a smackerel of honey. Piglet, what day is it today? It's we killed a lady in the front row, Pooh. Oh, that's my favorite day. We will kill her, then I'll deal with the rumbling in my tummy.